How's it going, guys? My name is Parker, and today we're going to be gaming on a $75 laptop. You might be wondering, how did we find this laptop for only $75? Well, I was using a filter on eBay that basically was looking for any laptops under the $100 mark. I was looking at auctions that ended, the soonest, and I ended up stumbling upon this laptop. It was about $65, and I put my max bid at $75, which ended up winning the auction and grabbing this laptop. The processor powering this laptop is a Ryzen 3 3250U. This is a fairly old CPU that only comes with 2 cores, but has some pretty decent built-in graphics that should be able to play a couple of modern titles. This laptop is running 2 regular USB ports, and we've got a broken Ethernet cable over here, but that's honestly no big deal. The rest of the I/O looks pretty standard. Considering I got this computer used, it honestly looks pretty good on the outside. Other than the broken Ethernet port, it seems like everything is running completely fine, including the keyboard, which looks like it hasn't even been touched. Now it's time to see how the Vega 3 graphics perform in games, including modern ones and some that are fairly old. Right away with Valorant, you might notice that I'm actually horrible at the game, but you will also notice that at 720p low settings, it's actually decently playable. We all know that this game is very easy to run, but it is a win that this is able to get above 60 FPS. I wish I could say the same about Fortnite, but that is just not true. Even at 720p performance settings, we are barely scraping above 40 FPS. And when we do, it is very stuttery, and it is an overall just not very enjoyable experience. If I were you, I would put it on 30 FPS where it would feel more like a Switch or a mobile experience. Next up, we have one of my all-time favorite games, and that's Star Wars Battlefront 2, the classic version. This is a PS2 title, so obviously it is going to run very well on these iGPU graphics. I just want to throw this in here because a lot of people may be doing emulation, and this is honestly one of those games that you might see on an emulation system. Bloons TD6 may be one of the easiest games on Steam to run. It is a very fun game that I honestly like to play a lot with my friends, and this runs very well on the system, getting a constant 60 FPS. The next game that we played was Team Fortress 2. This is one of the all-time highest played games on Steam, and I just wanted to check it out on this system. Even at 720p low settings, it was honestly not a great experience, but it was definitely playable. If you needed to play this game and it's the only game that you played, you could definitely do it on this system. So I'm currently playing Minecraft, and this thing is thermal throttling like absolutely crazy. It is running 94 degrees Celsius right now. On lower settings, 720p, looks like Minecraft's pretty playable. But yeah, we're getting about at least 60 FPS. It's a little stuttery, I will not lie. Now that the fans have kicked on, 76 degrees, we're looking on way better on temps. So that's going to be wrapping up the testing of our $75 laptop. Overall, I would recommend this for people that are looking for light gaming or just office work, because honestly, I do my homework on this laptop and it works perfectly fine for me. For $75, the most comparable laptop that you'd probably get is something like a Chromebook, and we all know that Chromebooks do not last long and usually only have about 64 gigabytes of memory and about 4 gigabytes of RAM, whereas this has 12 gigabytes of RAM and 256 gigs of memory. So obviously you can see the advantages of having a full-sized system like this one instead of getting something like a Chromebook. And yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you like down below and hit that subscribe button. We just recently hit 1,000 subscribers, so thank you guys so much for all of the support. And if you're a returning viewer, again, thank you so much for the support. Be ready for another video coming out sometime next week.
it should be about a $250 PC build, so get ready for that.